Welcome back, Flame Squad. I am Mr. Flame. And if you are watching this right now, it means you survived the latest phase of studio announcements and are ready for the next level of cinematic frenzy. Seriously, the year is 2025, and every major player in animation and comic books is lining up to drop a bomb of nostalgia and pure, unadulterated hype. We are talking about the biggest sequels, the wildest live-action remakes, and the reboots that fans have been screaming for since the credits rolled on the originals. Forget everything else you plan for your calendar starting next year, because the studios we love, Disney, Pixar, Marvel, DreamWorks, and Illumination, are about to drop a slate that will completely melt the internet. The rumors alone are enough to break the box office. So let us dive into the future, starting in 2026, and unleash the hype. The biggest story heading into 2026 is undoubtedly the collision of animation giants, with two of the most beloved franchises in history returning to the big screen. The first film we need to talk about, the one that makes everyone a kid again, is the confirmed sequel to A Certain Sheriff and a Space Ranger's legendary saga. Think about the legacy. The four previous installments that have delivered gut-punch, emotional finales time and time again. Yet somehow, the toy box keeps creaking open for another adventure. We are talking about Toy Story 5, and the mere mention of it sends shivers down the spine of every millennial who grew up clutching a pull-string doll. The word from the rumor mill suggests that this time, the story is moving far beyond the established comfort zone, perhaps focusing on the next generation of characters and exploring the deepest corners of the toy universe, maybe even diving into the fate of lost or forgotten playthings. There is speculation that the creative team is aiming for a slightly darker, more philosophical tone, asking the tough questions about a toy's purpose in a world increasingly dominated by digital distractions, a theme that would hit hard with longtime fans who understand the bittersweet nature of growing up. Imagine a new villain that is not just jealous, but an existential threat to all toys. That is the kind of material the fandom is clamoring for, a return to the thematic depth that made the earlier films timeless classics, not just fun kids' movies. But the excitement does not stop there, because another titan of animation, the one that gave us the little yellow guys who speak in gibberish, is also set to dominate the 2026 summer slate. The film is Minions 3, and while critics may scoff, the global audience is ready to throw $1 billion at the screen to watch these chaotic henchmen get into another round of madcap mischief. Illumination knows exactly what they are doing with this brand. It is a pure, concentrated dose of visual comedy that translates across every single language and culture on the planet, guaranteeing a monstrous box office haul. The whispers suggest this installment might delve into the Minions' truly ancient history, perhaps showing their journey through the Mesozoic era or even their brief, disastrous stint as assistants to a forgotten Egyptian pharaoh, which would be a hilarious change of scenery. The expectation is not for a complex narrative masterpiece, but for an explosion of bright colors, slapstick gags, and heart. A fun, silly palate cleanser in a year otherwise packed with high-stakes comic book drama and emotional Pixar tearjerkers. The fans are already creating elaborate fan theories about which historical figure will be the Minions' new master before they eventually meet a young Gru, or if this film will finally introduce a new, truly formidable Minion rival that challenges their dominance in the world of animated sidekicks. The pure, relentless marketing machine for this one alone guarantees maximum coverage, and we at Nerd Flame are here for every single goofy second of it. Moving past pure animation, we hit a fan-fueled fever dream that has been a decade in the making, and it is coming straight out of Marvel Studios. The film is Avengers, Doomsday, and the title alone is a promise of unparalleled comic book catastrophe. This is the ultimate sequel, the event that resets the board after the multiversal messes of the previous phases, and the excitement for its December 2026 release is almost unbearable. Fans are ravenous for a true team-up, a return to the scale of the Infinity Saga, and the sheer number of rumored returning heroes, new characters, and shocking villain debuts is sending social media into an absolute meltdown. The current buzz strongly suggests that the central threat will indeed be Doctor Doom, a villain whose appearance has been teased and speculated upon for years, and who is finally set to step into the big bad shoes vacated by the Mad Titan. Imagine a Doctor Doom who is not just a powerful enemy, but a legitimate intellectual and political threat, forcing the Avengers to confront their moral limits in a way they never have before. The complexity of the rumored storyline, which apparently involves a splintered Avengers team and a desperate gambit involving alternate realities, has fans dissecting every casting announcement and leaked set photo for clues. The pressure on the creative team is immense, but the anticipation is so thick you could cut it with a vibranium blade. It is not just a sequel. It is being billed as a reboot of the entire MCU's momentum, a film designed to deliver on a decade of subtle groundwork and vault the franchise into an even more massive future. The excitement is not just about the big teams, however, because another major studio is diving deep into its animated library to deliver a sequel and a remake that both promise to be massive. From Disney, the live-action remake of Moana is coming in 2026, and the casting news for the lead roles has already caused a huge stir, with the community eagerly waiting to see how they pull off the vibrant world of Motunui in a real-world setting. The key to the hype is Dwayne Johnson's confirmed return as Maui, a performance that was so iconic in the original animated feature that a live-action version without him would have been unthinkable. There are major rumors that the live-action version will expand the scope of the original story, giving us deeper lore on the world of demigods and Polynesian mythology, potentially exploring a massive, unseen conflict that Maui was involved in long before he met Moana. This expansion of the world is exactly what fans of the original are hoping for, a film that justifies its existence not just by recreating classic scenes, but by pushing the mythology further. Then, jumping to 2027, the long-awaited and absolutely monumental sequel, Frozen 3, is slated to arrive, and frankly, the world will stop. The first two films are global cultural phenomena, and the mere thought of a third adventure for Elsa and Anna is enough to generate 1 billion clicks. The internet is already ablaze with theories, suggesting a focus on the new political landscape of Arendelle, or perhaps Elsa's powers taking her to a new continent or even a new dimension of elemental spirits, a concept that could make the franchise even more visually spectacular and emotionally resonant. The combined power of these 5 studios is unprecedented, and the years 2026 and 2027 are going to be defined by what hits the screen. Whether it is the emotional weight of another Pixar finale, the cosmic stakes of a new Marvel event, the pure, joyful chaos of an Illumination creature feature, or the massive cultural dominance of the next Disney animated sequel, the hype is real. We are entering an era where the boundary between real-world announcements and fan-fueled wishes has never been blurrier, and every trailer drop is a world-stopping event. These films are not just sequels or remakes. They are continuations of our childhoods, and we, the fans, are ready to show up in record numbers to see what beloved characters are doing next. The atmosphere is electric, the speculation is running wild, and the only certainty is that our wallets and our emotions are going to take a serious hit over the next few years. Get ready, Flame Squad, because the golden age of sequel cinema is upon us. And that is the Lowdown Flame Squad. We have only scratched the surface of the rumors and confirmed hype coming from Marvel Studios, Pixar, Disney, Illumination, and DreamWorks. Which of these colossal sequels or remakes has you already planning your opening night ticket? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve on every leaked poster, every casting rumor, and every piece of delicious movie gossip, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Do not miss the next deep dive, because trust me, the Noid Flame is just getting started.
I didn't know this was even possible. I learned how to make money online. The link is right below in the first pinned comment.